Hi, thanks so much for joining me again this week. We are very lucky to have another nice, sunny, and calm day here at the marina. So I hope you like the view. But please set yourself up in wherever you are. Make yourself comfortable. Lay down your mat. If you want to get some props, please do this. Uh, it's all about taking care of ourselves, right? These next 45 minutes, it's about coming into our body, relaxing our nervous system, and rejuvenating, right? Breathing in, pulling in what it is we need right now so that we can go back out into our lives, take care of others, take care of business, make dinner, whatever it may be. But these next 45 minutes is just for you. So please find a comfortable seated position. Move the flesh away from your sit bones, maybe rock back and forth gently one way or another. Find sort of your balance, right? Find your center. So, where is that? Maybe soften the gaze, make some circles with the body, go in one direction and the other, really small, really almost almost unseen. And inhale in deeply in the diaphragm, lifting the chest, everything moving out, taking in all the mana, life force, energy that you can, maybe holding at the top for a moment, and then exhaling out slowly, letting everything go. Inhaling in all that you need in this moment, and exhaling out everything that no longer serves you. And if it feels good, you could place a hand on your heart, maybe another on your lower belly. And with every inhalation, imagining what it is you need in this moment. More love. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Love for self, right? What can we give ourselves in this moment? And exhaling out everything that no longer serves you. Be more peace, inhaling in peace, inhaling in compassion, compassion for self, compassion for others. Very nice. Let's stay in our comfortable seated position, placing hands on the knees. And then we were making little circles before, but let's make some larger circles with our body. Keeping both hips on the mat, lengthening the spine, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. You loosening the neck and head. And just make those circles larger and larger, dipping the chest to the mat. And then rounding the back as you move towards the back of your mat. So, really beginning to flex the spine here. Nice. And then going in the opposite direction. Keeping that sense of peace in your heart, in your breath. Remembering this practice is just for you. So you don't have to listen to what I'm saying. You just want to do what feels good in your body. You're going in the opposite direction again. Maybe bringing in some other movements here. So you can pause at the top and relax the head and neck, maybe swaying from side to side now instead of making circular motions. Lifting up the shoulders to the ear and back down again, rounding down the back. Whatever feels good in your body. We're just making these nice, soft movements. Maybe you haven't moved in this flow state today, right? I know I haven't. I've been doing one thing after the other to get ready for my day. And not just keeping with the soft gaze. Maybe you have music on in the background. Very nice. If you were making circles, let's go in the opposite direction again. Finding some flow, continuing to move and round the spine, lengthening, lengthening. Very nice. Let's inhale the arms up, reaching up to the top, making a fist, and then shooting out the fingers towards your ceiling, towards the sky. Inhale in, make those tight fists, and then exhale out, make a wish. Very nice. One more time. Inhale in, make a fist, and exhale out, lengthening the fingers and the arms, make a wish. Very nice. One more time. Bring the arms up into the air. Breathe on the inhalation upward. And then exhale. Bring the arms down and make a fist behind you. Opening up the chest. Squeezing the shoulder blades behind. Very nice. Inhaling up. And this time, reach forward. Head to the mat if you can. Rock the forehead back and forth. Very good. I know I'm moving around on my mat. Make yourself comfortable. We're going to take a couple twists now. Or actually, we'll go side to side first. So inhale the arms up and exhale to one side. Placing the elbow on the ground if you can, or just placing the hand next to you. This is whatever feels good in your body. Just starting off with gentle stretches. So inhaling up, and each time we inhale up, lengthen the spine, grounding with our sit bones, lifting the arms up, and then exhale over to the other side. Very nice. Let's go back and forth a few times. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And this time, let's make some big circles with our arms, our shoulders. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I hurt my shoulder. Well, I've hurt the other one now. It's a long recovery. So, taking any modification that you may need and only doing what feels good to you. Inhaling up and on the other side now. I feel that. Being gentle, Very nice. One more time, inhaling up. And let's take the hands behind the back, squeezing the shoulder blades behind you, opening the chest, looking up to the sky, and a smile on the face. Very good. Oh, I wanted to do twists. So inhaling up and twist to your right. Finishing the twist by looking over the right shoulder, moving through. We'll do this a few times on each side. So inhaling and exhaling with the twist. Pausing, inhaling, and exhaling. Inhaling up, lengthening the spine, and exhaling into your twist. Inhaling and exhaling. Last time on each side. Inhaling and exhaling. Very nice. Okay. So legs out in front now into Dandasana. Checking toenails, checking fluff. Let's make some big circles with our feet and ankles. Whatever movements feel good for you, right? How often do we pay attention to our legs? So give your legs a nice rub. Say thank you. Thank you for carrying me throughout my day, right? Especially if you have a hurt leg, a hurt ankle, right? Look how strong does that leg have to be to get you around? Good job. Very nice. Shake it out. Do some forward folds, moving the flesh away from the sit bones, finding that nice grounded feeling. Maybe just pause here at the top, lengthen through the spine. So we're reaching into Mother Earth and also up to Father Sky at the same time. We're in this vessel. How do we show up for ourselves? Flexing the feet, toes towards the head, inhaling up, and exhale, forward fold, rounding the back, being gentle. This is our first forward fold. Just letting the hands land wherever they land. You can reach out to your toes if you can reach them, but if you can't, that's okay. Just remember to breathe. Nice. Walking the hands up, right? Lengthening the spine again, inhaling up, and exhaling. Forward fold, looking for those toes if you can. Pausing here. Maybe pulling your chest down towards your thighs. And then releasing one last time. Releasing the neck and the shoulders, reminding, to relax here. Then inhaling in and exhale. Really reach further than before. See how close you can get your chest or your head to your knees, maybe. Very nice. And release. Let's come on to our hands and knees for a couple cat and cow, right? So we'll pause in tabletop here in preparation for downward dog. Tuck in my shirt. Okay. So we're on our hands and knees. Knees are directly below the hips. Hands are below the shoulders. Finding that nice tabletop. And then making your cat and cow is inhaling in one way and exhaling out the other. We're syncing our breath with our movements. And I always like to bring my hips down, right? Like I'm coming into child's pose, but I'm not. So making any authentic movement that feels good. Oh, I really feel the sun coming out now. That's nice because I think it's going to rain tomorrow. Okay, we're going to pause on our tabletop. Nice flat back. And then just taking out one leg behind. You can keep those toes on the mat, right? And then lift the opposite arm out in front of you. And then whenever you're ready, lift that back leg up, right? So you're reaching towards one wall and kicking back to the other. Very good. We're going to come in and we're going to touch the knee to the elbow and then kick back out again. Very nice. Now let's go ahead and do this 5 times. So we're going to inhale as we lengthen and exhale as we bring it in. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale. Inhale. 3, 2. Last one. Really stretch it out. Very nice. Maybe hold it for a moment. See if you can lift that back leg any higher. Keeping the foot flexed. Feeling it in your glutes. Nice. And release. Shake it out. Come into a child's pose. Around the back. Bringing the head, the forehead to the mat. Very good. Let's do it on the other side. So first, finding tabletop. And then now taking out the other leg, the opposite leg that you had done before, and then the opposite arm. Am I in the shot here? Okay. My foot's off the mat. That's okay. And when you're ready, lift up that back leg. So inhale into our lengthen, and then exhale, bring the elbow to the knee. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. 2 and 1. Lift up, keep stretching. Lift up that back leg even further, holding it. Nice. And exhale, shake it out with some authentic movement. Come into child's pose. Wiggle your body on down. Relax, breathe. Very good. So let's come into our tabletop again. And this time we're going to bring our elbows down to the mat. So keeping our tailbone high, maybe make prayer hands onto the mat. Just pause here. This could be enough. This is enough. And now placing the arms out. So kind of like Sphinx arms. Hands are out in front of you. Elbows, wrists, fingers are all in alignment with your shoulders. And now we're just going to creep out. Creep out. Now remember, you may be more flexible than me here because, like I said, I don't have a lot of movement in my shoulders right now. But we're dropping our chest down. Seeing how our chest drops to the mat, coming into puppy pose. But see, this is enough for me, so I'm not going to do any more. I don't need to hurt myself, and neither do you. Okay, pushing up, releasing, coming down onto our heels. Let's lift one knee up at a time. I love this stretch for our ankles. How do your shoulders feel? I know, I really had to take it easy there, right? Just adjust. Adjust and modify as you need to. All our bodies are different, and our bodies are different every day. I know, I feel like my body's changing all the time. Just lift one knee up at a time. You could lift both knees up at the same time if you feel called. Very good. And now let's stretch out the soles of our feet. So bringing our toes to the mat and then sitting back on the heels. Maybe bringing those prayer hands between your knees. Yes, maybe closing the eyes or looking down at your mat at the top of the mat. Inhaling in what you need in this moment. Exhaling out everything that doesn't serve you. Letting it all go. Are you feeling it? You can come out whenever you need to. Be very gentle, right? Releasing those toes. Maybe one more time, right? Stretching it out the other way. That's nice. That's nice. Let's take our hands now and move our wrists around. Going in both directions. You can hold your hands together. And then lengthening the arm, just taking gently, pulling the fingers back. A nice stretch all the way from the bicep down to the wrist and fingers. Very nice. And do the same thing on the other side. Very nice. Taking the hands into a circle again. This time we'll place the hands on the mat. So bringing the fingers so that they're pointing towards your feet. That same stretching movement, right? So wherever you need to be, to get your palms down. Fingers are facing back towards your toes. If you can bring your hands up a little, find that stretch. And then wherever you find your edge, right? You don't want to hurt yourself. But we do want to lengthen these muscles. So finding your edge and then just pausing there. Coming back to the breath. And release. Very nice. Ooh, gentle. And this time we'll put the tops of our hands now. Fingers still pointing towards the toes, but instead of the palms down, it's the tops of our hands. And just finding that forearm stretch. And then finding your breath. Breathing into those places that are feeling a little stretched right now. Very nice. And release. Very good. Let's move into a downward facing dog. So coming through our tabletop, bringing the toes to the mat, and then pushing up with our tailbone all the way up into our downward facing dog. And go ahead and walk your dog. One heel down to the mat at a time. Bring them both down. You may need to open that stance. And then push away with your hands. Hands are wide open on the mat. Everything's touching the mat. Fingers are out wide. Push those heels down. Just breathe. Very nice. Inhale, one leg up, three-legged dog. Make some circles with the toes up there. Very nice. Bringing that down, inhaling the opposite leg up. Making some circles at the top. Great. Bringing the other leg up again, inhaling up. Keep pushing away from your mat. Three-legged dog. Bringing that leg down, inhaling the opposite leg up. Building some heat here. Very nice. Now you can come down to child's pose if you need to, or continue. One leg up and then the other. Pausing in our downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, find our plank. Very nice. Bringing the knees down and pushing into child's pose. Relaxing here for a minute. Very nice. Let's do it again. Let's move through our tabletop, tucking the toes, and pushing into downward facing dog. Finding a nice stance for your downward facing dog. Maybe opening up a little more. Bringing one heel down at a time. And then when you're ready, start our inhale and one leg up. Exhale, bringing it down. Inhaling the opposite leg up. Remembering to breathe the whole time. Bringing that leg down. Inhaling the leg up. Inhaling the opposite leg up. Very nice. Pausing in our downward facing dog. Moving forward, coming into that plank. And then knees down and finding child's pose. Resting in your child's pose for a moment, or adjusting as you need to. Very nice. Very nice. One more time. We're going to come to our hands and knees, finding tabletop. And then tucking the toes, lifting the hips in the downward facing dog. This time, each time we inhale one leg up, we're going to bring that knee into the center and just bring it in between the hands. And then pushing back up into that three-legged dog. And then downward facing dog, inhaling up the opposite leg. So again, we're building some heat. We're just going to keep alternating. Inhaling one leg up. And then exhaling, bringing that knee to chest. Like you're going to set your leg down between your hands, but you're not yet. Remembering to breathe. Okay. This time, inhaling the leg up. And as you bring that leg in front of you, we will place it down. So coming in to pigeon pose. I'm just going to move for the camera, bringing pigeon pose this way. Right, so the legs in front. Keep the knee high or the hip high, or put a pillow there so that you can just relax into the pose. Maybe close the eyes, bringing the elbows down to the mat, hands in that Sphinx pose or prayer pose. It's a wide hip opener. So if this is too much, you could modify by coming onto your back, placing elbow, ankle on the opposite knee, and then pulling that leg towards you. So we're creating the same shape here, a nice hip opener. That's the modification. Otherwise, you are in pigeon. And we're going to move through pigeon, coming up, finding our plank, kicking out into plank, and then pushing up into downward facing dog and walking that dog. Okay. Good job, everyone. I hope you're with me. I know I'm moving around a lot. So you're still in downward facing dog. We're going to inhale the opposite leg up now. And then exhale, bring that leg in front of you to the hands, doing pigeon on the other side. You want to be comfortable because we're going to sit here for a minute. Whew. All right, coming down to the mat if you can. Whew. Bringing your breath to those places that are holding tension and sending them some love. Very nice. Pushing both hands back up. We're going to come right into our three-legged dog if we can. So tucking our toes and pushing up. Bringing that leg up. And then coming into downward facing dog. And then bringing the knees down, coming into a sitting pose or child's pose, diamond pose. Relaxing for a moment, taking some head circles, some shoulder circles, reminding your neck and shoulders to just relax. Very good. Let's come all the way down now onto our backs. Right. All the way down. Very good. Let's bring one leg up and outstretch the other. And bring the opposite leg in close to your chest. Outstretch the other. Very nice. And then bringing both knees to your chest and giving yourself a hug, rocking back and forth gently. Very nice. Bringing the feet back down to the mat, finding the heels with the fingers. Feet are shoulder and hips width apart. Pushing the hands, the palms down at the mat. We're going to inhale up into bridge. So inhaling, pushing the pelvic bone up into the sky. And if you can, interlace the fingers behind you. Keep that lift up. Very nice. Exhale, release. Let's take both feet up into the air and just give them a shake. Cooling down now. And hold one ankle, one calf, and then bringing the other one down. See if you can straighten both legs. And then can you bring that leg closer to your head? Maybe your head up to meet the knee. Wherever you're at is perfect. Do whatever feels good in your body. Pull on the opposite leg now. Right. It's moving back and forth, being playful, finding where you need those lengthening the most. Take one leg out, supported by the hand. And the other. Very nice. One more time. Both legs up, maybe arms up too. Shake it out. Letting every last little bit that doesn't serve you out. Let it go. Let it go. Let it be transmuted. Give it away. Very good. Bringing those knees to chest again. Giving yourself a hug. Telling yourself what a good job you've done today. And every day, you are just where you need to be right now. And teeing the arms out. So keeping your knees to chest. We're going to come into our twist. So just taking the arms out, leaving the spine straight. So you're looking up at your ceiling or the sky. And then dropping both knees to the left, coming into a twist. Very nice. And just gently moving the knees across the center of the body and down to the other side. Very nice. Coming through center, bringing those legs back up into the sky again, making some circles with the ankles and your toes in the air. We're going to come into plow. So you want your head to continue to look up. You want to keep the spine nice and straight. You can place the hands behind your hips. And we're just going to lift the toes up and touch them on the mat behind your head. So you keep your chin close to your chest and then inhale and exhale. Nice plow pose. And then bring it all the way down slowly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Coming in to find our Shavasana. Letting the hands come out to either side, palms up to the sky. Toes fall out to either side of you. And stillness. Everything but the breath. And I invite you to stay here as long as you like. As we start to bring some life back into the body by first wiggling your fingers and your toes. Inhaling the arm overhead. What does that say? Lengthening the body. Coming into that fetal position on your right side. And then pushing up and meeting once more in the tall, comfortable seated position. Maybe you find your lotus or your half lotus. Hands at heart center. We'll end our class today with the sound of one Om. Inhale for Om. Thank you so much for being with me here today. I'll see you next week. Hands to your third eye. May you always see truth. May you always, what do I say? May you always see beauty. May you always hear truth. And may you always know love. Namaste. Bye.